I feel in the face of all the problems in the world impotent, and why I somehow cannot manage to transform I. Now here we get to the real problem, because we're always telling each other that we should be different. Now I'm not going to tell you that tonight. Why not? Because I know you can't. Nor can I. That may sound depressing, but I'll tell you it isn't. It's very hard. But everybody, you see, who is at all sensitive and awake to their own problems and human problems is trying to change himself. We know we can't change the world unless we change ourselves. So when we are aware of the ego I, we are aware of this chronic tension inside ourselves. And that's not us. It's a futile tension. So when we get the illusion, the image of ourselves, married to a futile tension, you've got an illusion married to a futility. And then you wonder why I can't do anything.
Good morning. Welcome everybody. Today's live stream Let's talk about this Bullflag Bitcoin is formed, and that's it. Let's do that. So, we have this nice compressing range on the 4-hour and the daily chart. It's just the compression of our shorter time frames, which forms a really obvious bull flag. Everybody's drawing this shape, so let's address the shape. Right, we have 5 points of contact on a trend line, and that kind of makes for some good trading. At least as far as profit ratios go, at least as far as textbook trading goes, right? So you in theory can short at this location. Just be aware of the frequency of fake outs on Bitcoin, where he paints super obvious patterns, have the breakout, and then do the exact opposite. All right, so I'll show you what I mean by that. In the past, we have these super obvious ascending triangles, like so, where we have 5 points of contact on the bottom, and, well, would you look at that, an upward break from this pattern, and then price immediately trends down instead. Or we can just do the same thing again, where we can actually maintain the same trend line. And what do we have? Well, we have a break above the trend line. We retest the trend line from below. We have 3 candle retests of that value, and then we immediately begin trending the other direction. So these kind of fake outs on Bitcoin are super common, and it leads me to believe that there's no reason to really believe this flag will be respected at all, where we'll have perhaps a significant break to the upside, and then price will immediately dump. It's happened in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again. And, well, we actually have more examples of this happening on Bitcoin. This is probably my favorite, where we have this really nice flag. It's obviously a bull flag, right? Where we have the flagpole, the compressing range, the breakout implying trend continuation, and then price immediately dumps below the flag. Oh, goodness. So then what happens? Then we have the bearish flagpole. We have the formation of the flag. We have a breakdown. Oh, that's bearish confirmation. That's going to trend down to the weekly 200 MA. And then what happens? So price immediately begins trending upwards. So these breakout patterns on Bitcoin aren't really good. It's as simple as I can put it. Right. There's only one pivot I can really respect right now, and that's the mean reversion pivot to the downside. So an upward break wouldn't have all that much confirmation, and I wouldn't really want to trust it, but a downward break would be very significant, and I'll show you why. Because on the 220 period, right, that's our longest overexpanded period, on the 1.25 standard deviation, if we re-enter that band from above, what happens? It implies lateral trading as defined by that distribution. As long as that distribution would be in a state of compression, price would trade laterally as defined by it. So the 1.25 standard deviation is the pivot point for expansion and compression. So what happens? If the band with the most excessive mass enters a state of compression from a place of excessive mass, it will stay in a state of compression until it is no longer too heavy. Right? So if we enter this band, we will stay in the band until this reads below the 0.7 value, in other words, turns green. And you can notice, well, this radiation, or rather, no, radiation is not the right word. The compression radiates upward to the higher time frames as the shorter and shorter periods, or I'm sorry, as the longer and longer periods enter states of compression, right? Because this here, this is compression as defined by, say, the 50 period, right? We are compressing as defined by the 50 band. But what happens when it radiates upward to the 100 period, like it is now? Well, we are now compressing as defined by the 100 band, and so on. But one of two things needs to happen. we either need to enter a state of compression as defined by the longest overexpanded period, or see trend continuation. And given the apparent signs of exhaustion, believing that compression as defined by the longest overexpanded period, it's just more intuitive sense. Yeah, that's it. All right, if we have a downward break, we'll have a sustained downward break. But if we have an upward break, I don't have any way to confirm it. That's really what I'm saying. Okay. Any kind of downward move we can reliably bet on, and any kind of upward move I am hesitant to bet on because of, well, the lack of surefire signals. Chiquita, banana. That's what I'm eating. Okay, I'm done. Bye. Okay. Okay, let's check. I don't get it. Oh, bag of BCPT. That's cool. There's some positive. Actually, let's check the mean reversion pivot on this because could play out nicely. Okay. Is the market in a state of compression on the 110 period? Maybe. Hey, we might be able to get a long on this. Yep. Wow. This is actually bullish. There's a 20% upside on BCPT if you can find an entry. Ethereum and Link, so I'll check out both of those. I have no opinion on FBCC. Oh my god. That is not a clean chart. Alright, how do you tell if there's going to be trend continuation or find a retracement value on this? I'm glad I looked. Let's take a look at the 240 period. Oh my word. It's pretty close. Yeah, it's going to retrace to this value. And if it does, I'll buy some. Actually, I should probably set the alarm in a different way. Right, if we just set this to the 1.3 standard deviation, we can actually use it. Let's point like 1.343. Wait, that's the wrong band. This band. 1.33. Maybe a little bit more. See 1.37. If that's 1.36. If that crosses, I'll buy it and we'll set an alarm for it. Yeah, when Link crossing Bollinger Band, lower band or upper band 2. That'll do it. So that way it'll automatically adjust as needed. Ben, if you want to tell me something, you can't DM me. Otherwise, I'm going to, like, look at your last 20 messages. And I don't really remember what I sent you, so. I'm pretty sure it's, like, a highly political meme is the last thing you sent me. And I don't want to check out your advice and expose your political views. So, let's DM me in this, I don't know, just put it in public chat, or I'll check it afterwards. Yeah, Snake, I think you're fine, man. I don't really know what you've done. RVR, I don't know what that is. Let's check it out. Revolution VR. Hey, VR is trendy. We just... God, kava is so disgusting. I kind of liked the taste until I had it 7 times yesterday. And then I like filled it my water bottle when I went hiking, and I didn't have any regular water, and I just had kava water. It was kind of a mistake because I couldn't feel the back of my throat after drinking all of it. Okay, this is a super aggressive and obvious downtrend with no sign of a breakout. If this begins an uptrend, sure, we might consider it, but I don't know, man. Trying to catch the bottom in a downtrend that's been happening for over a year, that's aggressive. Yeah, don't play that game. Would you try to... Okay, where's the button for me to inverse this? I know there's a button for me to inverse it. I just don't remember where it is. Does anyone remember how to do that? Optic tree, that could be useful. Oh my god, and then I can look at all the drawings on TradingView that I've made? Jesus. I have a lot of drawings. Total, I've made 606 saved drawings. And those are just the ones I've saved. My god. That's aggressive. Yeah. Point anyway. If you were looking at the Bitcoin chart in 2017 and it was on an aggressive uptrend, would you try to catch the top and short it? Probably not. Right click the scale, my man. Invert. Okay. This is gonna be fun. All right. So this is over a year-long uptrend. Where are you gonna short it, huh? Here, 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 maybe here, here. It's kind of not a good idea. Okay. GBP USD. Euro HUF. Cool, check it out. Hey Colonius, how you doing, my man? It's been a while. Okay, and I actually need to reset these band values. Probably just gonna refresh the page. I know nothing about the fundamentals of this pair, you have been warned. All right, let's check on the weekly, see if we've got any important pivots up here. Okay, super obvious monthly uptrend. Trying to find the swing highs and swing lows on this would be really profitable. Hey, here's something interesting. We have a really big compressing range on the weekly. So let's check out this longest overexpanded period. Because if we can define a range on this, that's going to be really profitable. Okay, we need to look at the 120. We've had the completed mean reversion, and now we're seeing the re-expansion of our longest overexpanded period, which implies significant force. And that's kind of discomforting. '70 period. Let's check that out. Because if we can find the expansion at least, that'll work. Because if we're causing the re-expansion, nice, okay. So we do have a really nice short entry here. If we cross this pivot, that'll be nice. Pretty sure I can set alarms on trend lines, right? Just don't use that functionality all that much. Alert on trend line. Okay. Yeah, if that crosses, we could potentially short this, because then we'll have a mean reversion target to that right there. Okay. And let's see how far down that is, yeah. It's a good 1.6%. That's a solid position right there. GBP USD, let's check it out. Not seeing as much as I want to on this. Try the macros just in case. To my understanding, the lower time frames, or rather, this is just a super volatile pair right now because of Brexit. I'm guessing Brexit passed at this location. Am I right? I actually don't know the timeline on it. I'm guessing Brexit occurred June 2016. Or rather, it was voted for then. I'm gonna drink this kava. Just give me a second. Oh God. Nope. Nope. Off. Oh. Okay. Oh, 8 p.m. is super compressed, to be honest. You know, seeing a breakout on the weekly would be really nice. It'd be quite the sustained move. Any kind of lower low here would actually result in a very significant downtrend. You have the compression of the 14 period happening. There's going to be a small blip upwards. We can probably define it on the 4-hour chart pretty nicely. Yeah, there's a positive mean reversion conditioning happening here that we can take along on. Nice. Okay. So this is actually tradable. 200 period. Nice. So if we... It's actually... Yeah, 200. So if we re-enter this band, we can take a really nice long position with a 1% upside. So we'll set an alert for this as well. GBP USD crossing Bollinger Band Meow Mix. Upper band, lower band too. Nice. So those are going to be great positions, I think. Let's check if there's any final comments. Chiquita Banana. Huh! That's funny. Brexit June 16th. No, June 2016 referendum result. I mean, it's a pretty easy guess, man. Come on. Where else would we see this kind of candle? June 16th. June 2016. That would have been a great fundamental event to trade, I'm not going to lie. I want to see what that looks like on a lower time frame. Christ, that happened in like 2 candles. That happened a single day. And it's kind of cool to see that the move... Okay, so when you have this significant of a period of trend, or rather this significant in a move, you get a very long period of mean reversion. And it's either going to be defined as trending mean reversion or lateral mean reversion. Let's just assume it's 800, I'm going to guess. I don't really care like going on a higher time frame, okay? Maybe I'm wrong. I should actually look at the right period. If I go to the 6 hours, is it going to snap me back all the way? It is. Okay. Let's just do the 12 hour and try again. Oh, it looks like we didn't even get an active mean reversion condition. It just had trend continuation based on the pivot. And it's based on the 250 period. Let's check it out. This is kind of fun to study. Wow, it was a failed mean reversion condition. I did not expect that. Huh. Who would have guessed? So the mean reversion condition activated and then it just absolutely 100% failed. That's super rare. Yeah, I would have lost a lot of money trying to trade that. No doubt about it. Because when you get this kind of huge mass generation, the resulting mean reversion is really profitable. Like, we're talking 4% upside. My God. And I actually did trade something similar to it on USD Japanese yen. It's not even the fraction of the size, though. I guess it's pretty similar. Like, as far as mean reversion percentage-wise goes, it's about half the size, because the band lengths are always going to be adjusted to the period. Yeah, this was a really fun trade. I tried shorting at this location for like the band rejection and trend continuation, and I actually stopped out of it and entered a secondary long when the mean reversion condition activated and we trended to the mean, and I exited on this little wick here. And now guess what we're doing? My God, why didn't I could have kept on trading this, right? We had short opportunities at the top edge of the compressing band and long opportunities at the bottom edge of the compressing band. And now we've seen significant compression of the longest overexpanded period, which allows for new trend continuation. We might have a good short op here on USDT or USD Japanese yen. And then this mass generation had a nice little, I don't know. Okay, check the comments one last time. Cava in Italian means pit or hole. That's fair. It's also a Spanish wine, so there's like 3 meanings for it. Probably 4, probably 5. I don't know every language in the world. Okay, this was fun. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. You have a beautiful day. That's the wrong hotkey. This one? Goodbye. Like and subscribe, damn it.